Hi, everyone. Let's talk about need and want. First, let's look at subject verb agreement. When you have pronouns like I and you do not put an S at the end. Also, when you have two or more people, we, they, Juan, Jose, Vlad, Katrina, when you have two or more people, you do not add an S. But when you have one person or a pronoun like she, he, it, then you need to add an S, like she needs, he wants. Okay, so remember that, please. Let's look at some examples. So need and want, they are verbs. Okay, they are verbs. And you can put a noun in a simple sentence like, the man needs water. You can use a noun. You can also use a verb, like needs is a verb. Also, drink is a verb. And you can use just two verbs, or you can add a noun also. So like, he needs to drink water. But your second verb, you always use to and then the base form of the verb. You never use S. You might use S if this is only one person, he needs, then you do add the S. But never on the base verb, like to drink, to walk. Okay? Let's look at another one. The friends want to go to the party. So again, want is a verb. And then you have the base verb to go. This is also a verb. And you can follow it with a noun if you want. So the friends want to go to the party. You can have just the verb and then another verb also. You do not have to have another word. Like, they want to dance. But again, you always use to and the base verb. The dog wants more food. And remember, the dog is just one. So you have the S. Here you have two or more. So there is no S here. Okay, no S. The dog wants more food. So you can have the verb wants, and then you can just have the noun. It needs, this is just one. So you add the S, it needs to exercise. And this is a verb. Subject verb agreement, with the S. And then you have the base form, to exercise. This is also a verb. Remember, the second verb, you always use to and then the verb. Remember, a need, you have to have it. I need, I must. Want is kind of like I like, or something that is not necessary, but you want it. It would be good. You don't have to. Like, the man needs water. You need water every day. But the friends want to go to the party. If there is no party, they'll be okay. Remember, with need and want. Need, it's very important. You have to have it. Very important. If it's want, kind of important. Yeah, it's important. But you won't die. You'll be okay if you do not have it. Okay? This is very important. I have to. This, I want, but not so important. Let's talk about questions. So remember, when we have a question with need or want, we also use do and does. And our subjects have to agree with the verb. Also, remember contractions. A contraction is when you put two words together, like do and not can be don't. Does and not can be doesn't. Okay, these are your contractions for do and does. So let's look at how you ask a question with need and want. First, you have to look at the subject. Is it two or more things or people? Maybe it's just one. So in the case of you would use, do you want to play soccer? Do you want to play soccer? There are many ways to answer. You might say, yes, I want to play. You could just say yes. You can say, I want to play. You can also say, yes, I want to play soccer. A little is okay, or the whole thing is okay also. If you say no, you have to use do or don't with that. So when I say no, I have to use do or don't. So I might say something like, no, I don't want to play. You might just say, no, I don't. Or you can say, no, I don't want to play. Does he need help? You can say yes. You might just say yes. Or you can say yes. You can say yes, he does. You can say yes, he needs help. You could do it like this. Yes, he needs help. Remember, if you use do or does, you don't use the S. So watch this sentence. If I say yes, he does, I change this just a little bit. He does need help. There is no S. There is no S after does or do on the main verb. Here you use S because there is no does. Does Kimberly need to sleep? You might say yes. She, and if it's only one, you have to put the S this time. She needs to sleep. Why is this? Because here you have does, and after do or does, You do not use an S on this second verb. Okay? You can also say something like no. She doesn't. You can say no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't need to sleep. However you want to do it.